As the leaves change and start to fall, the holiday season sets in on Greensboro. Over the course of this Greensboro holiday gift guide, we hope you find new places to explore, new places to shop, new treats to try, and just a new sense of wonder for the city of Greensboro. So we all look forward to coming downtown. The lights, the music, the tree, Santa, and this year it's all going to be here just a little different.
You're right, Rosemary. It is going to be a little bit different, but we recognize that we want to do something to bring the community together in a safe, precautionary environment. And we've worked hard to create some new experiences that we can't wait to show.
Okay, so I'm so excited about this. Let's start north of downtown and kind of move our way through. What's happening?
So on the north end in the Contour Brands parking lot, we've created a new Tinseltown tree experience. And so we're going to have 50 trees that companies, corporations, nonprofits can decorate in their own accord, and it'll just be a cool holiday experience. And so we can't wait to unveil that and start in the north end to just really capture it from the get-go.
And you can walk through and just enjoy them.
And we want you to be interactive. There's going to be QR codes that you can vote on what you think is the neatest or coolest tree, and the winner may get something pretty special.
Okay, that sounds like a fun thing to do. All right, so let's keep on moving down. We're used to seeing the tree in LeVour Park, Center City Park area.
We are going to have the tree in Center City Park. We're not able to do a festival of lights this year, unfortunately, due to the pandemic. But we are going to have the tree, and it will be lit so families on their own way or in their precautionary way come down and take pictures and whatnot and see the tree. We're going to continue the open streets format on the weekends, Friday and Saturday, which means we're going to close Elm Street down to open it up so that folks can come down, shop, eat, and feel safe that they're social distancing. Always we encourage masks, and we may have some neat things on that first weekend in December. The Silver Drummer Girl may make an appearance. My understanding is there could be a laser show on the wall behind us at the Greensboro with a dancing Santa Claus. And so we'll sprinkle some things in, but again, the goal is to have a fun, safe environment that folks feel that they can join in.
Okay, so we also love the parade, and of course that has to be a little different this year, but we're still going to get some of that magic?
You know, the parade, and this is another one that we couldn't do this year, and so our team thought of, you know, we've got the largest balloons on the East Coast outside of the Macy's Day Parade. And so we've created a balloon regatta. And regatta thinking like as boats would do on the waterway, they dress up in lights and dress up their boats. We want you to dress up your car. And the balloon regatta will be the second weekend, the 12th and 13th of December, along Church Street, starting at the Children's Museum. We're going to have 17 large Macy's Day style balloons.
So cool.
It dead ends at the depot, and so it's going to be 17 packed, and we're going to have folks from the Wizard of Oz, the Symphony, and other things intermixed with the balloons. And so we look forward to that, another new experience that we can't wait to show off. Santa, we're going to do Santa. We're coupling with the Carolina Theater. The Carolina Theater hasn't been able to do a whole lot due to the pandemic, and so partnering with the Carolina Theater to bring in Santa Claus every weekend for free so families can come participate, take their own pictures, and we all know cell phones take great pictures these days. There will be a partition, and we'll encourage masks, but there will be a partition, hand sanitizer as well. And so we're moving forward with Santa Claus, and he can't wait to see Greensboro. We've created yet another experience on the south end that is called Peppermint Alley, and it's going to be right near the Community Theater of Greensboro, and coupled around to where Boxcar and Fainting Goat and South End Brewery is. And it's going to be a beautiful lit up peppermint alley, and that you can come, and there'll certainly be selfie opportunities. And as you come around, we're going to have the ice rink in the Lewis Street parking lot right behind there too. And so we're excited to have the ice rink on the south end again to, you know, spread some things out, and so businesses can hopefully see some growth this year.
All right, Zach, thank you. Always a lot of fun. We can't wait for the season to start. I think sometimes we need a little holidays right this very minute. Downtowngreensboro.org is a place to find out all the information. The Greensboro Science Center has something extra special for this holiday season, and you get an idea just by looking behind me. Winter Wonderlights, and talk about a transformation that is going to happen here. Glenn Devergos is going to tell us all about it. All right, so when did this idea start?
This actually started over 2 years ago, long before COVID. And our leadership team sat down in a room just to our left and asked the question, especially for a nighttime event, what can we do here that Greensboro's never done before? And that's how this evolved. Then we contacted every zoo director and museum director around the country that does this, and their only thing they said was, I wish I had done it sooner, because it's been successful everywhere it's been tried. So we then researched, found a great company in GES, and it began. So we're now a customized light show for this property that starts November 6th for the general public, and then expands next year and is different every single year it's tried.
Okay, so explain a little bit, like a customized light show. What does that mean? What are we going to see?
Well, we looked at our property. What elements do we want? We have that fountain out there, the Davis Kelly fountain. So we decided, okay, it's a perfect opportunity and venue. Let's turn it into a dancing fountain like it is, but with penguins dancing on top, with incredible light and laser and music that'll be happening at the same time. That's one example. When you first come into Winter Wonderlights from the zoo, at the zoo entrance, you'll walk into a snowy area. Yes, it will be snowing. Even if it's not snowing, it will be snowing.
Okay. You heard it here first. Snow in Greensboro this year.
All 50 plus nights. And you'll walk into this area that feels like icebergs and almost like an ice age with dinosaurs and other creatures. So you don't think, okay, holidays, dinosaurs, but we want it to be sciencey as well. And then you head over to where the penguins are dancing. There's a huge interactive area on the ground where you can dance from pod to pod to pod, almost like the piano in the Tom Hanks movie. It's big, thank you. Yes. It's just like that, but it's through light and color. And then we had this incredible tube of light that's 110 feet long by our Gibbon exhibit that'll probably be the star of the show because it's total immersion in all these really cool LED lights. Then it goes to a giant snow globe at Tiger. Then you come back to the farm, and it's a peppermint patty type atmosphere with candy canes and reds and whites in color. Then the barn, the children's farm barn, is augmented reality and special lighting such that the lighting itself on the barn, you don't really know what's going on there, but there's a camera on it, and all of a sudden you'll see on the edge of the barn, the animals come alive. The animals are picking up gingerbread. They're making their own gingerbread barn, and it takes about 20 minutes to make their barn with music and song and fun, almost like a staged area, and then all of a sudden, it goes away. And then it comes all back again over and over and over again. So it's a really unique location. So that's just a few of them. But then you'll head through the Omnisphere, which will be like an inside globe. You're inside an actual snow globe with animals singing at you and having a great time. You'll come into this room. The Greensboro Opera and some special animal friends will be with them singing holiday songs and cheering you on and saying goodbye. Then from here you go out to the carousel, and then from the carousel you then go home. So that's just a few of the items, but I can't remember them all. But it really is going to be a unbelievable setup. And we just thought for Greensboro, what do we need to feel good this year? Even though we planned this years ago, we just think, and everyone I'm talking to is saying, thank you for doing this, because everyone wants to end 2020 on a high note.
I mean, it's the perfect time, right, to do this, to kick this off. Do you have any idea how many lights are going to be involved with this project?
We were told well over 1 million lights. I don't know the exacts, so I don't want to lie here, but we know it's a lot of light. It really is. And it's all LED, so it's low emissions type lighting, but it's really technologically advanced. It's all run by computer systems, and it is really special.
What is your favorite thing about the holidays in Greensboro?
Well, I love it here. Obviously, I'm a North Carolinian, and it's been great. For me personally, it's going up to Boone, cutting down your own tree, coming back home again, setting it up, family time. Now my daughter's getting ready to leave and graduate college and everything, so that's kind of going away. So I love Greensboro. I love Christmas holiday here, but we wanted something more, and that's what this is. This is that extra little icing on top that we think Greensboro, it's a new tradition. It's going to be an every year event. We hope it becomes something that everyone takes pride in.
Well, we can always count on you to bring a little extra magic to Greensboro, so we appreciate that, especially in the holiday.
We're trying, so thank you. And also, given the COVID situation and the Science Center being closed, and we've lost about $1.6 million in revenue, this is such an important event for us personally as well, because we need this to be strong. We need this to be successful for us and for the Greensboro as a whole.
Well, we will be here probably several times, so
Good.
we can't
Thank
wait.
you.
We can't wait. Okay, so check it out for yourself. You can go ahead and buy tickets now. In fact, you probably want to go ahead and get your tickets and get your time so that you are ready to go. Go to greensboroscience.org to find out all about it. This is the 40th year of Greensboro Ballet's The Nutcracker, and though it's going to be different, as so many things are this year, the show must go on. Jessica and Jennifer are going to tell us all about it. Okay, so let's talk about the actual production, which we normally see in the middle of December. We're still going to see it this year?
Yes, December the 19th and 20th, correct? Yes.
And how is it different this year?
This year we are recording it over at the Carolina Theater first, and then we are going to have a drive-in over at the Coliseum. So people can drive in, and one ticket is good for your car. I don't care how many people, as long as it's legal, that you can have in your car, and come in and just enjoy like a spatially distanced, fun night out to get to see the Nutcracker, at least to get out of the house instead of being at home watching it on TV.
But the point is that you're going to feel like you're in the Carolina Theater in some way, because it's actually going to be recorded there.
Yeah, we're going to have Paul Bynum is doing the production, and he's filming it, and he's going to have us like go right to the Carolina, and you'll enter. It'll seem like you're entering into the theater and getting your ticket and seeing the tree and going into the theater just like you normally would. But you'll be in the safety of your car.
What are some of the special touches in the show this year, Jessica?
Oh, there's a lot, actually, because all the kids will be wearing their masks. The entire cast will be wearing their masks. So there's certain things that we can't do. In our party scene, there's a lot of toasting, and we can't do that. So the maids who bring out the wine glasses are actually bringing out hand sanitizer.
Okay.
So we sanitize several times in the party scene. There's a mouse who dies in the battle scene, and they're going to give her a COVID test before they take her off with the Red Cross. There's a lot of things like that.
And of course, the actual show isn't the only Nutcracker event. There's several other things going on too, right?
Yeah, actually, we normally have our Tea with Clara event also at the Carolina before, but we didn't feel like we could do a safe event that way. So instead, like a lot of restaurants are doing, we're doing a Tea with Clara to go box.
Okay.
It has everything that you might need to have a fun little tea party with your child. There's an ornament craft kit, and there's candies and baked goods, and these wonderful tea packets and fun little teacups to go. So we've just packed it full of all these fun goodies for people to take home and at least enjoy, or go to a park or whatever and enjoy a nice little tea party together.
So fun. And I understand there's also going to be a Nutcracker boutique.
Yes, usually at the Carolina we have like 2 large tables full of nutcrackers, and people like to come every year and pick out a nutcracker for that year. It's like their tradition.
Yeah.
They add to their nutcracker collection every year. But we knew we couldn't do that, so instead we've rented out the entire culture center, first and second floor. We're going to space everything out. We'll have nutcrackers at a table, and nutcracker gifts at a table, and dance items and Christmas items, and just everything, but just all spaced out for a really fun experience. A free event for anyone who wants to come shop.
I love it. And Jessica, what has it meant to the dancers to actually still get to come in and do the rehearsals, and then to actually be on that same stage? That some of them have done it for years, I know.
They have. And to us, to dancers, this is Christmas. It's not the same without us hearing this music, and to the point of nauseum, we hear this music. We go into the mall, and it's just like, oh my gosh, they're playing it again, turn it off. But we love this. So watching their faces in rehearsals has been just like so heartwarming to me, and it's bringing a little bit of normalcy to them, which is amazing. And we're probably one of the few people in the state who's actually doing a Nutcracker.
And Jennifer, I know that it's also good. The show's going to be able to be rented too for other gatherings if you're not comfortable coming to a drive-in, or if that just doesn't work for your particular circumstance.
Yeah, basically just for senior citizens, like in resident facilities. We felt like, they've been isolated for so long since March, and oftentimes not being able to see their family, and thinking about the holidays for them, and what would that be like not to get to do anything. And so we thought, well, we'll just rent it out pretty inexpensively. Probably works out to be 50 cents or $1 per resident. and each facility can have like little small parties, or they can stream it into their rooms and maybe have hot cocoa or tea with cookies, just to make some kind of special event. They knowing that they are watching their local production, their local kids and dancers getting to do the Nutcracker.
Maybe some of their relatives, in
Yes,
fact,
exactly.
hopefully.
Yeah,
So, well, thank you so much for working so hard to keep this tradition going here in Greensboro. We can't wait to see it. The 40th year of Greensboro Ballet's The Nutcracker. Find out more about the show and all the events by checking them out online, greensboroballet.org. If you have a child on your list, then you're going to want to make a trip to Friendly Center and Toys & Co. It is our neighborhood toy store. Jessie Stafford is the manager here. Great to see you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. It's here already again.
Yay. Okay. So you've brought some new items, some favorite items, some hot things. Tell us what's on the list this year.
So we always love to carry our favorites year round, but this year we have really been focusing on what new we can get for our customers and our community to continue to just have many options for all ages. Starting first and foremost with one of our newest favorite things is the Lumi Pets. It's a little night light. It comes with a remote. They can set a timer. They've now come out with, just got these in, which is also a little Bluetooth speaker.
Yeah, so those would be popular with even the older kids, I think.
Absolutely, yes. And they're they charge with a USB cord, and you can wipe and wash that cover on there, so they can clean really easily. Along the same age line there, we've got our new Warmies.
Now, what is this? What's special about this?
This is kind of, you can feel it's weighted. They're packed with flaxseed, and you can put them in the microwave and warm them up. They are like French lavender scented.
Ooh, I want one.
I have one. So when you warm it up, it really just creates a lot of comfort, enhances that smell. Even if they're sore somewhere, they can use it like that, or it really just provides a lot of comfort for them. And they've got them in multiple sizes and tons of animals, so they can really pick their favorite animal and size and enjoy.
Oh, so cute. Okay, so let's keep looking at some of these things.
Yes. So everybody's really, we have a lot of customers familiar with the Magnetiles, and they are great. They've actually been mentioned several times this year as one of the top educational toys in 2020. So now we have some great new options for you from a company, Create On. These are compatible with the Magnetiles. They are double-sided. They can still build with them, but they incorporate a whole bunch of new educational factors to them as well.
Oh, I love that. You're actually building, you have a goal here, the school bus.
Yeah, it gives you something to build, and then on the reverse of that is some educational aspects, numbers, letters, things like that.
So cool. Okay, I see the big fire truck. It always grabs my eye.
Yeah, the Brooder is always one of our favorites, and we are carrying a lot of their new stuff, and they have just really expanded, and there's just so many cool things with their line. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, let's look at some more things. What are some other favorites?
So we are trying to really make sure we're getting enough for our older kids.
Okay.
Our families are growing. They have been shopping with us for years, so we want to make sure they can continue to shop for their kids here. This has been one of the greatest things. It's the DIY house. It's from Handscraft. They call it a wooden 3D puzzle. You are actually assembling all that yourself and putting it together.
Wow.
As you can see here, like the detail in there. I mean, it's down to the little coffee shop sign. You can really get it for your 14, 15, 16-year-olds. We have a lot of parents interested in it when they're seeing it in the store. So, and they make, we've probably got 12 or 14 different styles there, so you can do a bunch of different rooms.
Cool. Games are always popular, I know. This one, I haven't seen this one before.
Genius Star is great. So new this year. Last year, Genius Square did wonderful for us. Everybody really responded well to it. So this is their new version. It's a little bit harder. Genius Square was 6 and up. This is 8 and up. Really gets the adults and teenagers involved as well. And with that, it comes with 2 boards. So you can play by yourself or you can race somebody. And you're solving this logic Tetris puzzle. So you're really kind of against the clock to get all your pieces to fit just right. And there's always a solution. You set up your puzzle, and you can go again and again and again. It's always different, and you'll always find a solution.
So cool. Okay, so this, my children would say, is very satisfying.
Yes, it is. And this is great. This is Landed Dough. So our friends at Crazy Aaron's Thinking Putty, which a lot of people are familiar with, have brought this out. This is all natural Play-Doh. It's made with compostable glitter. It's sustainable ingredients. Yeah, plant-based colors. So just a lot of nice all natural aspect to play with there. And what's great is it is more like your Play-Doh as opposed to your putty.
Okay.
So you can really get in there and build with that. They do a great job, as you can see, when it starts out like that and ends like that. And it always mixes to a color. And they let you know on the bottom, it says this one's going to mix to black, or this one's going to mix to lavender.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Very satisfying, yes, even for adults, I would say. All right, what are some of the things down here we're seeing?
Okay, so this really continues to help us grow with our customers as they're coming in, and science is always one of our favorite things to promote here, especially with everybody doing a little bit more education at home. Let's incorporate a little bit of fun, but also education into it. This company here is Wild Environment Science, and we just got these in, brand new sets. We've got 6 different versions over there. This one being a great one, it's the Mars Landing Survival Kit.
Okay.
It shows you where you're actually going to go in, create the soil, grow some plants. That's going to then transfer into producing your water, so you have a whole sustainable little environment there.
Just in case.
Just in case, yeah. And then just fun to be able to observe that process and watch it and get really involved in the learning of it. And that's what their kids really dive into, just making the learning a little bit more fun for them.
Absolutely. And I see lots of craft items because those are always popular too.
Yep. We love to carry our crafts. We have a lot of holiday crafts that we're featuring, but we carry some great companies that cover you from ages 3 to 14, 15 years old.
And adults too. We like them.
Absolutely. I take the ornament sets home every year and make those.
And you also have a little something for the tech-savvy kids too.
We do. So we don't get into a ton of the tech here. We love all of our kid-powered, hands-on kind of things that we discuss, but this I think is going to be a big hit for the holiday season. It is their own little video maker kit. So you actually get the stand-up light. You get a green screen to drop behind you. Create your own holiday videos, send them out to the families, and they really love incorporating their own style and music and dances into things. And now this will just enhance that experience for them.
Love it. All right, so let's talk about safety because we're in the COVID season. What are you doing at Toys & Co. to keep your staff safe and customers?
Yes, so our safety this year has been really, really important, and we want to continue to be able to be here for our community. So what we're doing is we are requiring masks while we are in store at all times. That's for ages 4 and older. It's a little younger than you're going to see some places, but our clientele spans such a wide age. We really have to kind of make sure we're keeping everybody safe. With that, we also require that everybody sanitizes their hands when they come in and just keep their mask on, and you get to browse and enjoy and
do that holiday shopping.
Jesse,
it is here. Thank you so much. Toys & Co. Friendly Center. Come visit them or online, toysandco.com. The mask is the accessory for the holiday season. And if you're like me, you probably forget yours from time to time and have to make a dash back to your car or to your house before you go in somewhere. You don't have to worry about that with this shirt. It's the Carefree Tee, and the inventor is Cora Denise, and she is selling them just in time for the holiday season. Hi! Good. Okay, I'm going to take this off. See, look, it's attached to my shirt and just pulls right down. I love it.
Thank you.
So where did you come across this idea, or how did you come up with it?
Well, COVID-19, yep, that was the thing. I pretty much wanted to be a little bit less stressed, and I didn't want to have to worry about my kids carrying around a little piece of fabric. So I just combined the fabric with the t-shirt, and now my kids just get up in the morning, get dressed, and I don't have to worry about them having their mask. It's right there built in.
And so I know you did this just for you, just for your family, but then
my husband put it up on Facebook, and all these people responded. It was amazing. All these people said they were interested. So I guess I realized, other people are dealing with what I was dealing with, the stress of this little piece of fabric. So, he put it up there and everybody responded, and so Carefree Mask Tee was born.
Okay, so I know you're starting just with kids' tees, but I mean, you have a dress, so there might be a demand for some other things along the way.
Yes, so I do have the availability for people to request any kind of style you want, and that's the fun part about the Carefree tee is that kids can design. They can pick what kind of face, as you have your Santa face. They can pick what they want to put on their front. If you want to make an adult, we can make an adult. Like, we're open to you being whatever designer and design whatever you want.
Has this surprised you, just the little bit of feedback just from this first initial photo that went on Facebook?
Yes, it did. And, but at the same time, I knew the relief I was getting. So it kind of didn't surprise me because who doesn't want to have to worry about their kid's mask? I mean, who doesn't want to have to worry about their mask at all? So I'm kind of surprised, but I kind of get it because I got it. So
I get it. I can't wait. I think it is genius and I love it. All right, so I ask everybody, what is your favorite thing about the holiday season in Greensboro?
Well, I love the Christmas tree lights. That's number one. We love being downtown and around, but pretty much all the festivities, just the energy and the happiness. And who doesn't need a little bit of energy and happiness right now? So that's what I love about Christmas.
You are so right. And thank you for making us have that energy and happiness in a little safer way. So thanks so much. Okay, the website to check out is carefreemasktee.com. That's carefreemasktee.com, and you can get yours in time for the holidays. What are the holidays without something sweet? Actually, what are the holidays without a whole lot of sweet? And you can find a whole lot of sweets at Gate City Candy Company in downtown Greensboro. Dan Wethington is Dan the Candyman. Hello.
How you doing?
Great. Thanks so much for having us. Okay, so tell me how you got started and why candy?
So, as a childhood dream of mine, I was about 8 years old. My dad, we traveled a lot, and Dad would stop at candy stores, but he was one of those dads that said you can have one thing. Yeah. So I was about 8 and said, well, I'm going to own my own candy store and get what I want. Well, 30-something years later, I did it.
Wow. Not many kids actually see that dream come to reality.
Right, exactly. And it's been great. I love it.
So why downtown Greensboro?
Downtown's just an awesome place. There's a lot going on. There's all kinds of people around. I love the feeling, especially being on the south end. We're a funny little family down here.
Yeah, definitely. So it's a great place to be. So tell us about the store. What can we find here?
So the store, we've got gourmet chocolates. We have truffles. We have creams like vanilla buttercreams, raspberry cream, stuff like that. We have dipped pretzels, graham crackers, fudge that we make in store. We also have the Jelly Belly machines, the M&M machines, and we have ice cream.
And do you make any of these things?
We do. We make some of the fudge. We make some of the other chocolates and the dip stuff.
So where did this come from, this talent?
I guess my mom, in a little bit of culinary school and went from there.
All right. So when people come in, what are they drawn to first? Or let's say when kids come in.
With kids, I would say it's the Jelly Belly machine or all the gummies because they're kind of at eye level for the kids. Yeah. And it's right here at the front. But we have people that come to the store strictly for some of the craft sodas because they know I'm the only place in town that has them. The locals from the neighborhood or the street, they come down to get ice cream at lunch. So it's a little bit different with everybody. And every time someone comes out, I try to guess what they may go after. And sometimes I'm right, most of them I'm wrong.
Yeah, you get a lot of big kids who come in too.
A lot of big kids.
And they're not shopping for little kids necessarily.
No, I love it when they come in. Their faces just light up, and especially the older generation, because I carry some candies you just don't find in a grocery store or convenience store. And when they see that, their eyes just light up like, I haven't seen that since I was a little kid.
Yeah, what are some of those?
BB Bats is one of them. The Turkish Taffy is another. Albert's Ice Cubes. There's lots of them that people come in looking strictly for that.
Oh, I need to expand my taste a little bit, I think. It sounds good. Do you have a favorite holiday tradition here in Greensboro?
I'd say Festival of Lights. I just like, I like Christmas. It's fun. I'm not a fan of Halloween, so I don't like clowns. But other than that, I'd say Christmas.
All right, you heard it. Don't come dressed as a clown into here. He's not going to like it. Thanks so much, and we can't wait to sample. You can sample yourself. Come by South Elm Street, Gate City Candy Company, or you can find them online, gatecitycandycompany.com. What's old is new again and cool again at Hudsons Hill in downtown Greensboro. William Clayton, one of 3 owners. All right, so what is Hudson Hill? What does it mean? What's the old is new and cool?
Sure. So Hudsons Hill, we're located 527 South Elm Street, and we'll start with the name. We came across the name in some old Greensboro archives about this geographic location that we're in that became known to patrons of a grocery store a couple storefronts down in the late 1800s. So it was just kind of a lost name, but it really speaks to what we're trying to do here.
And that's what's key, is that these are fabrics that were made a long time ago and are still relevant and still worthy and valuable now.
Sure, absolutely. Some of the things that we're making, like recently a line of bags and totes and whatnot, are using dead stock fabrics that you can't get your hands on anymore. And even some of the newer items are made out of Cone Mills denim, which was woven here in Greensboro, but at this point, several years ago, they stopped manufacturing. So even that you can't find unless you just stumble across it or know the right person. So it all has some type of specific meaning.
So you can really walk into Hudson's Hill and you can outfit yourself with Greensboro.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
With history. So talk about some of the products that you have here.
Sure. So we're really heavy on collaborations right now and finding small batch, intentionally made items. So whether it's some candles that are made in Virginia that have this mission to give to their local dog shelter, or it's 3 brothers who are making really awesome small batch jeans in Hartford, Connecticut, or somebody locally that is slinging pottery and is making a ramen bowl for a ramen kit. So yeah, we love collaborations. We love finding small companies and really digging in to support them, and in turn, the people that shop with us can rest assured that the things that they find when they come in here, they're actually supporting real people's local and nationwide livelihoods.
And you're doing some manufacturing here too.
Yes, absolutely. So we have a manufacturing spot in Revolution Mill, and we do some leather work there. We have made some in-house line of bags. We do some alterations and whatnot to the jeans that we sell. For instance, when you buy a pair of jeans from us, you can get them hemmed to a custom length. And we also offer free repairs for the life of the jeans. So, you blow a hole in the knee or something like that, you bring them right back to us and we'll fix them up, no cost, when you get them from us. So we do that over at Revolution Mill, and just exploring a lot of different avenues, as well as, given the times that we're in, right when the pandemic started, we started running some really highly technical but very simple masks. And so we pivoted as swiftly as we could into doing that. We're able to donate tens of thousands of masks to local healthcare, and in turn the community has really supported us well through that. So that's been huge for us.
All right, do you have a favorite item in the store right now?
Favorite item in the store?
Yeah, putting you on the spot.
Yeah, that is putting me on the spot there. I really love some tie-dye pants that are new old stock sailor pants and carpenter pants from the 40s and 60s that we've gotten a local company to dye, and they're killer. So those are really fun, and tie-dye's so hip right now. Yeah. So
we need some more fun. We all need more fun right now. William, thanks so much. Check them out, downtown Greensboro, South Elm Street. Just stroll in and check out what they have to offer, or head to their website, hudsonshill.com. Dave and Lisa Kimber are the owners and founders of Nuttin' But Love. So how did you get started?
We actually got started because our pastor had always instilled in us about, owning business and being business owners. So we just prayed about it, came up with this particular recipe, and we started, in the kitchen, in the oven. And I like when my husband tells that story, because I had, started it. I didn't really let him know I was working on the recipe, and he came home, and
I came home from work one night about 7 o'clock, opened the door, and this aroma just, it's like, what is that? Are you baking me a cake or what, So she said she's trying out something in the oven, and like I said, we started in the oven, and we took some to church, and orders just grew and grew and grew. So
Yeah.
here we are today.
So that's how it started.
How many years ago was that?
13 years ago.
Okay, and so now you have a food truck, and you also, so you kind of expanded, and you also go to basketball games when the season, when allowed, of course.
That is true. We have a couple of contracts with local universities, one being one of my husband's favorite.
UNC Chapel Hill, the Ding Dong. Yeah.
And then also Elon University. So we are super excited. We were able to start at the basketball games and for Elon, and then got the contract at the Ding Dong, and also do football for Elon. So we are very excited for everything to be able to open back up so we can get back to it.
Definitely. Of course, you do festivals, you go to neighborhood events, you can go to parties, and people can also just order straight from your website, right?
It's true. They can go to www.nothingbutLove.com and place their order. They can do it through social media. They can we get orders through social media all the time, and also can give us a call when we place that order.
And I want to know, did you come up with the name yourselves, or was that some input from friends and family?
My lovely wife here came up with that name.
And it was inspired by God, because we had to come up with we got to tie it in with with the nuts, and of course the nuts it's love, so nothing but love.
Do you have a favorite holiday tradition in Greensboro?
We do. One of our favorites is the Festival of Lights. Is one of the one of our big events that we love going to, with the lighting of the tree and everything. So we're definitely going to miss that this year, but looking forward to it in the upcoming years.
Yeah, and we also have, of course, it's canceled this year, Auntie's Homecoming.
Yes, the greatest homecoming on earth, because I am an Aggie Pride.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so that, along with the Festival of Lights, the annual food truck festival downtown, some of our larger events, so.
Well, we are so glad that you have been so successful. We wish you much more success to come. Okay, here it is. Nothing But Love. That's where you go. nothingbutLove.com to order your holiday treats. Need to find the perfect thing for that special person? Well, Just Be in downtown Greensboro is a great place to start. Catherine is the owner, and she has been here for how long now?
The store has been here for over 15 years now, and me and my husband bought it about 2 years ago.
Okay, so explain what Just Be is.
So we have about close to 40 local artists, lots of fair trade items. Our focus is handmade, locally sourced items. And then fair trade just means that the artists are given fair pay, it's good working conditions, but that's our main focus.
Can you tell us about some of the items in the store, maybe some of your favorites?
For the holidays, I definitely love our felt goods. They're made in Nepal, some are made in India. We have local ornaments. We have candles made in North Carolina, mistletoe, Christmas tree, all the fun things to get your house ready for the holidays.
It seems like when people come here, they must spend a lot of time, because there's just so much to see and think about. And you say, oh, this would be great for so-and-so, and oh, wouldn't so-and-so love this?
Yeah, it definitely takes a couple trips around the store. People can spend over an hour in here sometimes just trying to see it all. But there's definitely something in here for everybody on your list, I would say.
Definitely. So tell me, why Greensboro? Why is this a great place to have a business for you?
Well, downtown especially just has a great community vibe. People who live down here, work down here, shop down here. So we see our favorite people every day just walking the streets.
So you're featured in Just Be and some other places. Tell me about your work.
I have a degree in illustration, so I do illustrated postcards and hand-appliqued tea towels, aprons, and baby onesies. So this is a tea towel that's all hand-cut and hand-appliqued.
They are beautiful. And you do some things with really that say Greensboro that are just really special to hear.
I do. My husband has a graphic design degree, so together we have created a North Carolina and Greensboro t-shirt that we feature at Just Be.
And so why Greensboro for you and your family?
My husband grew up in Greensboro, so his family is here, his mom, his brother, so we have laid our roots down in Greensboro. I'm originally from Colorado.
Tell me, what does it feel when you see people love your work and take it home and use it and gift it?
Oh, I'm so honored for people to support my stuff and everybody else's handmade items in Greensboro. It's just all such one-of-a-kind things that you can't get anywhere else.
Do you have any favorite holiday traditions here?
Well, definitely the Festival of Lights we always really love. I don't know what's happening this year, but that's a tradition. We all dress the same in like Christmas shirts, and all the staff is here, and it's really just a fun time. And all the kids just really enjoy it, I would say.
And of course, the windows in downtown Greensboro are always fun, and Just Be always does a showstopper.
Yeah, we're excited this year. We're going to do a stained glass theme, and then we're going to have lighted balls this year, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's a very Greensboro tradition, too. We love the lighted balls. Well, thanks so much, Catherine, and you can visit Just Be, of course. They are on Elm Street in downtown Greensboro at the corner of McGee. You can also find them online at onlyjustbe.com. This is a special treat for the holidays, a special ice cream made right here in our backyard. Shafna is the founder and owner of Ilaka Treats. Hello.
Hi.
All right, so cardamom flavored ice cream, right? So explain how you decided to do this.
I just started, I realized, I'm not from here. I'm born and raised in the Middle East. I'm an Indian, but I'm born and raised in the Middle East. And where I come from, we use cardamom to flavor anything sweet. So when I make any sweets at home, I always use cardamom. And I realized when I was serving my desserts to my guests, American guests, that they all seemed to be, noticing that particular flavor, and it wasn't something that they were familiar with. And that's when it hit me, cardamom is not something that they're familiar with, And so that was me realizing that way ahead. But then, and then later, I wanted to buy an ice cream maker for a long time. I bought one. I started making ice cream in it. Started making traditional Indian ice cream in it, kulfi. And everyone liked it. All my friends loved it. So then after that, I just started to get creative inspirations. And creative inspiration came in the form of plantain ice cream. So that's when it just started, evolving into a business itself.
How many different flavors do you have?
Right now, at the markets, I've been selling 5, but today I'm actually introducing a new flavor, Z's Lemonade. It's a purely lemonade flavor ice cream with cardamom in it. Z is my son, and he requested lemonade ice cream, so I created it for him. And I'm launching it today at the market.
Wonderful. How does it make you feel to see other people loving your ice creams, loving the flavors of your childhood?
That's actually what it's so overwhelming, and it's so fulfilling actually. It makes all the hard work and the roller coaster ride that I went through to launch this worth it, really.
Tell me about the name of your business.
Ilaka Treats, and Ilaka is cardamom in my mother tongue.
Now, how can people find you? Where can they buy your treats?
So in Greensboro, since Greensboro is my home, and I somehow fell in love with the city, and I actually offered home delivery here in Greensboro. Everywhere else I'm actually at farmers market. They can pre-order and then pick up, but otherwise only in Greensboro do I offer home delivery, and also pick up at my farmers market, People's Market and Curb Market right now.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing your story. We're so glad that you're doing this. It's just lovely, and you are just lovely too. So thank you. And you can purchase our treats in Greensboro for home delivery. Go to ilikatreats.com. Need to add a little sparkle to your holiday season? Well, downtown Greensboro has just what you need. In fact, you can customize it at Jacob Raymond Custom Jewelry. And Jake is the man behind the jewelry. And great to see you. Thanks for having us to your shop.
Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
So I understand that jewelry is in your blood.
Yeah, so my grandfather, his name was Raymond, so that's where I get the name Raymond in the store name. So I'm Jacob. And so I kind of named it in honor of him because he was a jeweler, many years ago, and I still have all his tools and still use a lot of them today.
Okay, so how did you get inspired to make jewelry yourself?
Well, growing up around the jewelry industry, I think that obviously had a lot to do with it. So I found out about the Gemological Institute of America, and they have a program to become a gemologist, and so that's where I first started because I just loved gems.
So tell us about your work and your pieces.
Well, so my shop's a little different than most jewelry stores because everything in the cases here is made here. I don't buy and sell other people's jewelry. So, and I do all different styles, and I just use precious metals, so silver, gold, or platinum. And I have plenty of stuff in here that's under $100, and then I have custom pieces that are over $10,000. So I try and have all different styles and all different price ranges, so that way anybody who comes in here can find something that they would like. One of my big styles that I do is called what I call my contemporary estate style, which has that estate feel to it with hand engraving and just very delicate looking, but yet kind of an updated contemporary feel to it.
Why Greensboro for you? Why downtown Greensboro?
Well, Greensboro, I've kind of lived here for many years and know lots of people here, and basically this space was a jewelry store before I got it. So that's how I got the space, and it just worked out perfectly because I bought their safe, all the lighting was done, and so it was perfect. There was no build out, it was move-in ready for me. So, and the other aspect of downtown that I love is just, the community here. I have people who own businesses that I know, on this street, on McGee Street, and got to know a bunch of other business owners. So there is this sense of community down here with other people, and people just come and hang out, and it has that community atmosphere, whereas I think, if I was in some other little strip mall, you just don't have that sense of community as you do in downtown.
And we can visit you online and in your store.
Yes, so my website is jacobraymondjewelry.com, and then if you're on social media, you can find me at Jacob Raymond Jewelry on Instagram or Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and thanks for letting us visit and chat a little bit. Great to know you. You can, of course, visit him in person. That's the best way, especially if you have an idea for a custom piece. He's on West McGee Street, right off the roundabout, or online, once again, jacobraymondjewelry.com. Everybody loves a cookie at the holiday season, and you might like this cookie the very best because of the story behind it. Ron Tesfawn is the founder and head baker of My Brother's Cookies. So tell me how you got started in this.
Well, it kind of started just kind of out of nowhere. I was like on a depression loop after losing my brother in 2018. For a few months, I didn't really know what to do and what direction to go. And so like one day while on one of those loops, my daughter asked me for some cookies. I was like, sure, why not? I got up and made some cookies with the ingredients I had in the house, some chocolate chip cookies from scratch. Made her happy. I was happy. I felt good while I was doing it, had my music going. And I'm like, you know what? I think this is what I'm supposed to be doing, cookies. And so that's just how it started. I started making cookies and I said I'm going to do a business. In May is when I first started. May 7th is my brother's birthday. And that was the day that I launched my Facebook page to kind of put the idea out there for everyone.
So how has it been going so far?
It's actually been going pretty good. I mean, like, things aren't slowing down. You know, we have like peaks and valleys like everything. We're doing these events all over the Triad. We're in Greensboro every week here at the farmers market. Online orders, we're shipping coast to coast. So yeah, it's doing pretty good.
What are some of your most popular flavors and some of your favorite flavors?
Oh man, the most popular flavor I think so far would be the oatmeal raisin. That's a hit around here. Chocolate chip, of course. Cookies and cream, which is a cookie I tasted back in San Francisco.
And anything special coming up for the holidays?
I got the s'mores cookie that I just came out with, and a sweet potato snickerdoodle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So how does this make you feel? Like, I know you said you had been in a depression, you've been really sad about losing your brother. Do you feel connected to him through this?
Man. All the time, you know, like everything, like I get purchases like along the way, and like the people who's ordering, there's like a tie-in somewhere between me and my brother, so it's kind of him telling me like, you're on the right track, just keep doing what you're doing. Just like every week, you know, it's always something that lets me know that he's watching. And you know, like before I used to get sad when I think about losing him, but nowadays I definitely feel connected with him through every piece of cookie that I make.
Well, congratulations and best of luck to you. Thank you for sharing your talents with us. And you can check them out. You can find them on Facebook and online. You can order your cookies online for delivery in Greensboro, mybrotherscookies.com. Looking for something for that little one in your life? Well, you might want to head to State Street in Greensboro to Be Kind Kids. Izzy and Daisha have founded and owned the store. Hi, how are you?
Great, how are you doing?
Very good. Tell me why you started this store.
We have kids of our own, and we started realizing that there was a need in Greensboro for high-end consignment clothing. And so we were sharing clothing between all of our friends and realized, let's do this as a community. So we decided to open up shop.
This is a big undertaking, though, to take in clothes, to, you know, sort and price and sell. So how's it going so far?
We've been open a year. We're going to celebrate our 1 year birthday, I guess, coming up. But it's been quite the endeavor with Corona and all the unexpected speed bumps, I guess.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So, and not just consignment, you actually have new retail here as well.
Yeah, that's been a really fun part of it, is just finding retail items that can't be found anywhere else in Greensboro. So we do have some new fun things for gifts. Even for people that don't have kids, you can find fun things here.
So much fun. Okay, so holidays are upon us, and I look around and I see lots of holiday items, just from clothing that your kids might like to things that you might want to dress them up in for a party atmosphere.
We have all kinds of high-end smocked holiday stuff, dresses and long johns. We have cute little outfits, piece sets. We also have lots of pajamas, holiday pajamas, because it's a perfect thing for right now. And then gifts as well. So lots of stocking stuffers and neat toys and different items that can go under the tree.
Lots of fun. Do you have a favorite holiday tradition here in Greensboro?
We live in Fisher Park, and my favorite is the Luminaries. It's a really special time.
I just love First Friday, the holiday First Friday. It's so fun to go down and see the tree lighting and it puts you in the spirit.
Yeah. What's it like having a business in Greensboro, particularly a women-owned business?
It's been really cool. We have loved being able to collaborate with other women-owned businesses in Greensboro. They've been so supportive and encouraging, and we just feel so lucky to be a part of a great community.
We're glad you're here. We wish you the best of luck. Thank you. Happy holidays to you. Visit them on State Street in Greensboro, or check them out online, BeKindKidsGSO.com. My very favorite gift of the holiday season is a visit to Sunset Hills neighborhood, which is beautiful during the day, but in the holiday season, it's magical at night when the floating lights come on and the streets are filled with beautiful colors. You truly feel the wonder of the holiday season.